Everybody is having fun with the new Jack Atlas, Red Nova Dragon, Red Archfiend deck besides you. Why? Because you are free to play. Well, today, you are going to be free to win with my free-to-play Red Nova, Red Dragon, Red Resonator, Resonate Jack Atlas deck. Let's go. Holy moly, time to play with the sister. Do not play with your sister. That is illegal. That is an illegal play. Negate. Only I shall play with my sister. We are free. We are so free. We are free to play.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Quickly, my free-to-play definition. This is a subjective definition. It is a fair definition. I know other players have their own definitions. You could be super lucky, or you can get clickbaited by other YouTubers. My fair definition is going to be one main box, no reset for the super rare and ultra rare cards when building the deck, or one mini box with one reset or a second mini box for the super rare and ultra rare cards. This means at most, you will have to spend with the optimal bad luck about 10k gems. You should be able to build this with 5k gems, possibly less. If you look at any other fools and they're using a bunch of super rares and ultra cards, even one-ofs like Hot Bane and Dark End Dragon from multiple different boxes, that's not a free-to-play deck. In my definition, no way. That is super expensive. Let's get to the deck. Before I get into the combos and plays and what to do, what makes this deck free to play, the Red Dragon Archfiend is free to obtain. The Red Rising is free to obtain. You can click on how to obtain in the card collection to see, or go on duellinksmeta.com to see exactly where the cards are. The Doom Dragon, free to play. Dark End Dragon is really good if you have it. The Red Nova is from the box we're pulling cards from, so that's going to be free to play. If you have a hot Red Dragon Archfiend, I would like to play it in this deck, but we are free to play. Because we are pulling for Red Resonator, it's from a different box, unfortunately. I would have loved for this to be reprinted or something, but it's not. So because of that, we pull one Red Resonator from a different box, and then through our one go-through of the new mini box, we are going to grab one Crimson Resonator. At least the more you have, the better the deck is. We're going to grab at least one Resonator Call. Again, the more you have, the better the deck is. So optimally, you're going to want 3 Resonator Call, 3 Crimson Resonator, and 2 to 3 Red Resonator to make the deck even more optimal. And then we have the Wild Wind, free to play card, how to obtain, just like that. And then the Skull Meister, searchable with the skill, another free-to-play from the card trader. Now, Solemn Scolding, too, free-to-play from Ranked Duel tickets. This is super free-to-play. And the Flare Resonator, where is it from? Again, free-to-play. Combo time. Before I show you the combo, this is what you'll be ending on with the combo. It's going to be a 2-card combo, and the skill is going to help make it more consistent. You're going to have a 5,300 attack Red Nova Dragon, indestructible by card effects, and if they target the Red Nova Dragon, you will be able to negate, and also if they declare an attack, you will be able to negate. To perform the combo, you're going to need one of these cards, the Crimson Resonator or the Resonator Call. So we could put the Resonator Call to the bottom of the deck. We have a Resonator. Then we need one of a Wild Wind or one of a Tuning Gum. Either or, it does not matter. So let's say we have a Wild Wind, we'll put the Gum at the bottom of the deck. Now, because it's your first turn, you're going to have at least 4 cards in the hand. Let's just put a random card in our hand. Great. Another Crimson Resonator. This will not add to the combo. Let's start the combo. Activate the Resonator, special summon. Special summon the Wild Wind. Wild Wind does not activate, it just special summons. The Resonator does activate the special summon, which means if you add it with the skill, you will not be able to activate its effect to special summon. Now, if you didn't have a Resonator card in the hand, before you do this combo with this Resonator, you want to reveal it with the skill to return any card in the hand to add your Tuning Gum. If you have a Resonator in your hand after doing this combo, then you could wait to use the skill. Then we're going to make our plays. We're going to send these two to the graveyard. 2 + 4 = level 6. Red Rising, special summon the Resonator from the graveyard. Activate the Resonator. If you control a Dark Synchro, you're going to special summon a Resonator from the deck. We're going to special summon the level 3 Tuner Resonator from the deck. And then we're going to Synchro Shokan. If you've been paying attention, we have not normal summoned yet. Cutscene commence, then perform your regular normal summon. You have a level 8, a level 1 Tuner, and a level 3 Tuner. Well, if we read the Red Nova Dragon, it requires 2 Tuners and a Red Dragon Archfiend, and it's level 12. 1 + 3 + 8. You do the math. Let's go. Come forth, making your Red Nova Dragon. It's going to get boosted by 500 per monster in the graveyard that's a Tuner, Resonator, or I should say a Tuner. 5,300 extra boost because of the Flare Resonator. And then if your Red Dragon Nova gets targeted, you get 2 Tuning Gum Negates. Now I'm going to show you another combo. Let's say you don't have the Crimson Resonator, nor do you have the spell to search it. You have the crappy free-to-play Force Resonator. Well, this is all you need plus any other card in your hand. You're going to use the Demon's Resonance to reveal the Force Resonator, to then add from your deck to your hand a Wild Wind, which cannot activate its effect this turn, but there's no effects to activate. You'll normal summon the Force Resonator. The Wild Wind can then special summon if you control a Resonator. Then you are synchroing, you are making a Red Rising. It could then special summon the Force back on the field. Now, if you want for turn 1, this could be good enough. You just end like this. It's kind of protection, because what this is leading into is next turn, the Wild Wind could search for your Crimson Resonator, and you have that full big play of Red Nova or making better plays, big follow-up, level 8 Synchro, whatever you want. So whatever you have to do survive turn 1 is what you're going to do if you open up something like the Force Resonator. You could also make a Red Dragon Archfiend off of this, and just like that, you got a Red Dragon Archfiend. Now what happens? You lost everything. You lost maybe your Red Nova. You lost your Synchro. You have nothing in the field, but by doing your combo on your first turn or your second turn, you have Wild Wind in the graveyard. You draw your card. We don't care what it is, all right? This does not matter. We're going to banish the Wild Wind from the graveyard to search our deck for a Crimson Resonator. We're going to activate the skill, reveal the Crimson Resonator to return this card, whatever it is, it does not matter, to grab a Wild Wind. And just like that, that's a guaranteed follow-up. Now you can make big plays. Resonator, special summon the Wild Wind, and then you get to Synchro Shokan into your Red Rising Dragon, summon the Crimson Resonator, special summon from your deck a Resonator, whatever you want. It could be a Force Resonator from your deck. And from here, you could also make, only with the Dark Tuner, which is the Crimson Resonator, a Doom Dragon instead of a Red Dragon Archfiend. Doom Dragon with no cards in your hand can activate to destroy a monster on the field and deal half of its attack to their life points. And then if you have this, this would be so much better, but we don't have it because we're free to play. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. You could then synchro into a Hot Red Dragon Archfiend to attack for 3,500 because you see that extra tuner. And the free-to-play version, we are restricted. We can't follow up. The Doom Dragon cannot attack after activating its effect. So that is a big downside right there, but the deck is still pretty good. If you're playing the free-to-play version of Resonator that's playing Red Resonator, ideally you are, if you're not going for the Red Nova play, with the Crimson Resonator effect, you want to summon a Red Resonator. Red Resonator will then target a monster in the field, the biggest one on the field, gain life equal to its attack. So if you target the Red Rising, you are now boosted to 2,100, boom, 6,100 life points. The life point game is very protective, and also it allows you to play Solemn Scolding. I would not recommend playing more than 1 Solemn Scolding, possibly even playing 0 if you don't have Red Resonator, if you're playing the version without Red Resonator. This will pay 3,000 life. We got 6,000. We got plenty to negate anything that your opponent wants to do. A summon, an activation, negate it, and then even after just using 1 negate, 3,000 life, we're at 3,100. Guess what? We could use another Solemn Scolding if you're playing the version with Red Resonator to gain life. Those combos pretty much sum up the entire deck of this free-to-play deck. Skullmeister is a great free-to-play card. You could add it with your skill if you don't need to search to perform your combo. Maybe you still want to search for a Skullmeister. This will negate card effects in your opponent's graveyard. Do you hate Yusei? Of course you do. You're Jack. Well, the Skullmeister will negate the junk converter effect when they try to make a shooting star dragon. That will stop them in their tracks. They're going to be very sad. Also in the mirror match, the Skullmeister could stop the Wild Wind, which gives them a very good follow-up. Banishing from the grave to search, negate with the Skullmeister. Maybe you hate Blue Eyes also. You hate Kaiba, you hate Yusei, you hate everyone. Me too. You're going to play this card to stop the Whitestone of Ancients. They can't summon a Blue Eyes because you negate with the Skullmeister. Have at it. Free to play. Red Resonator. Resonator call. Crimson Resonator with the Solemn Scoldings. Let's go. We're going to just do our regular play. Special summon Z Wild Wind. Well, we're not gaining life initially. We will gain life later. Later, we'll gain the life. Later. Shine. Shine bright. Might. Oh boy. We need to scold the Harpy. The Econ's not going to be good here. Scold them and win. We can't activate the scolding. Oh, that's a big pop. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Thank you so much. I'm 10 wins with the Chaos Lightsworn deck that I played in the last minute weekly, Carpy Streams. If you have a win streak outside of getting dual level max, just share it in the win streak channel. In the win streak channel. I want to see it. Thank you, Carpy Streams. Hysteric Sign. You can't activate the Elegant Egotist. You're crazy. You're crazy. It says I cannot enter the room after the starting time when I try to join it. Zero. The duel room already started? What happened? Did it? It starts in 2 minutes. Grab the duel room ID from me. You maybe grabbed the wrong one. Wild Wind. Didn't start yet? So he just didn't know. He didn't know how it works. That's okay. He didn't know how it works. The red Resonator for gaining life, I think, is needed right now. Actually needed right now. We'll summon a red Dragon Archfiend. We'll see how that goes. Mate. What you got? What you got? Duel room just started now. Not minutes ago when someone else was trying to join the wrong duel room. Come forth, red Dragon Archfiend. Let's do it. Tuning gum is the way, you say. Red resonates. Special summon mates. Gain a ton of life points. Let's go. We are free. Free to play is the way. Gaining our life points back. That is what I'm talking about. Now, we should have summoned in attack position because the red Dragon Archfiend. Keep forgetting. The trash Dragon Archfiend keeps destroying our cards in the end phase, but there will not be an end phase because we are free to win. Free to win. Free to win. Mechlord Emperor Human. Beginning of the duel, add a Mechlord Weisel to your deck. What the heck? Wait. Destroy Kiteroid. Kiteroid destroyed. We draw a tuning gun. Oh, no, no, no. Arvata negates? Mates? Come on. I could Econ take the Arvata. Resonator call. You won't negate the Crimson Resonator. That'd be such a foolish thing to do. Makes no sense. Got him. Keck W got him. Demon's Resonance. Return, grab a Wild Wind. Kiteroid engrave, though. Econ, come to me.
I activate a quick play spell.
Yeah, yoink. Well, Yoinkin, thank you so much for your monster. I will gladly take it. Red Rising. See, that's the great thing about another version of Red Rising, where if you spend money on the deck or a whole lot of gems on it, you have to do a trade-off. There's a trade-off. You're not just objectively better in every way. The trade-off is you're going to be playing a card like Dkayed, mates. That's a trade-off. Gain a bunch of life. We're going to Shokan into a Doom Dragon. What the?
I synchro summon a monster.
Shokan. Double Doom? Have you ever seen a double Doom? Have you ever? You have never seen a double Doom. So if we summoned this, if we held off on the effect, then we would not be able to make a double Doom. So gaining the 2100 instead of 3000 allows us to double Doom it up, because Doom requires a Dark Tuner. Double Doom with a follow-up play. That is what I'm talking about. We probably should only summon one Doom, because the follow-up being a Doom would be possibly ideal. Kiteroid negates. Mate, take that 3k to the face. Now he gets his skill activation, which is what? What's his skill? Let's get crazy. You all about getting crazy. Summon Mechlord? So how does he summon Mechlord?
I know what to do.
You think you know what to do. You don't know what to do. Spark Breaker, get breaking.
An effect destroyed my monster, so
Weisel.
I special summon this.
Weisel. Wow. Wow, get that cutscene. Let's go.
Emperor Weisel.
5,500 attack if he sucks us. I have regrets in the Doom Dragon. Regrets. I regret everything. Should have went for a red dragon. Regrets. Regrets. Negate. That's a big fat negate.
I still have enough life points left to defeat you.
Draw. Oh! Negate. Mates. What the?
I don't think so.
Oh my Jesus! That's a free-to-play negate! Mate! No way! What the? Lethal! No luck, all skill! Yes!
You're still
The King's Destiny!
There's only one master of faster.
We were
and
fated
that's me.
by the gods to win this duel. It was ours for the taking. Let's go. For you, are you wanting to play some Resonator? Resonator, this is just one box with Resonator. If you're not going to play Resonator, the box is a big fat not worth it. But with Resonator, we got worth. This is worth. We are worth. Resonator call. Heed the call of being free. Free to play is the way. Imagine paying to lose. Special summon.
Activate my monster's effect.
Let's go.
I special summon a monster.
Now, we can't read the back row because the Twist Cobra is triggering the Hourglass on everything. The Hourglass is showing you when the opponent has player priority. And he's gaining player priority after every action. Now, they can't respond to a skill, so that's the only action he cannot respond to. But if you look at the hourglass when I summon the Wild Wind, that shows player priority. He's got priority to do something, and it's the Twist Cobra. He twisted. The back row can be anything. You can't make a read on it. The only read you can make on it is going to the website. Those are potential back rows it could be. What do you think? What are it going to be? Is this when he would activate? I think he would Treacherous, right? So we would cross off Treacherous at this point. If he knows how our deck works, Treacherous is not what it is. You think it's Fiendish Chain? Fiendish Chain on Red Rising Dragon. You don't think that was a good opportunity? Red Dragon Archfiend. Now, the Twist Cobra knows that it can make either monster 3,400 attack, so he is not fearful until we can make something bigger than 3,400 attack. He's likely holding on to his back row until we can make something bigger than 3,400 attack. Shadow, hey, I will not thank you for the great content you bring and for all the work that's behind the scenes because you already know you are Mr. Meta. I have a quick question. Have you ever been at the Ultra Music Festival? I have not. I should put that on my bucket list, though. Where is that? Where that at? Thank you so much, Shadow. And just like that, we have a Red Nova Dragon that can't be targeted by the back row. It is too late, mate. Too late. Are you discarding the tuning gums? We don't worry about that. We are worrying about just making the play consistent. We don't need a way to discard it. You could econ take the tuning gums. That is another way to get him in the grave. Beyond the initial Red Nova Dragon, that is the focus. It's like playing 3 Treacherous Trap Hole. Do we care that the other 2 are not going to be usable? No, we care that the first one is going to be consistent. Rise. That is what you need to think. All right, 5,300. Take out the twist.
Red Nova Dragon, attack! Blazing Soul Strike.
Blazing Soul Strike, behold. You're boosting? What the heck? Did you do the math? I took the baits? No, I did not take any baits. Mate? What the heck? Let's go. All right. My banless prediction for this deck would be that Wild Wind would go to 2. And so would Solemn Scolding. Scolding and Wild Wind would go to 2. But you don't have to worry about a banless for this deck. This deck's safe. This is just like Harpies in the last KC Cup. Going into the KC Cup, this deck is safe to play and build. I am not predicting a banless hit on this deck after the KC Cup. Now, in August or September, that's when this deck will probably get nerfed. So you should invest in this knowing that it will get nerfed in August or September, but the deck should still be good and viable. It's still going to be a good deck. Will still be good. Wild Wind. Getting wild. We wilding it up in here. We're going to grab a Force Resonator. Resonance. If an early nerf happens after the KC Cup, it'll probably just be Scolding to 2. Maybe. Wild. Red resonates. Mate. You can't activate anything on attack if you tribute. Should we do that? No, he can. He can't activate a card that targets. The Force Resonator sucks. Don't think otherwise. It's no good. Red Rising Dragon. I think we're just going to not gain. We're not going to go into a Doom Dragon. We're just going to summon the Red Resonator, gain life. We have Tuning Gum. How could we lose? We're also over 9,000 life. Whoa. Kick W, 9,300 life. We have lethal on the Red Nova Dragon, which cannot be destroyed by card effects, cannot be targeted due to the tuning gum. We got Econ take if we need it. We're going to go in for that lethal. Feel the roar of the mighty. Ballista Squad? What are you doing? You can't even Drowning Mirror Force in response to this. What is going on here? You lose, right? There's nothing you could have. There's nothing you could have. Fool! Free to play, indestructible, cannot be targeted because of tuning gum. That is what I'm talking about.
Master of faster.
Free to play OP.